In 2016, La Presse stopped publishing its weekday print edition. At the end of 2017, after 133 years, the paper published its final Saturday edition. At the same time, it made the switch to an entirely digital format. And while La Presse has received a lot of praise for its design and online presence, it continues to struggle financially. It's asking for government help in order to survive. Is the Anglophone media in Montreal any better off, or is our future just as precarious and uncertain? City Life reporter Giordano Cescudi decided to take a look.
Wayne Larson has worked in the media for more than 20 years. Now he's helping the next generation of media professionals.
The people that we're training here, they're learning like how to verify facts, how to make sure that what they put out there is correct. And that's very important. So I'm pretty confident that those people will find their way in this uncertain media landscape.
He believes the demand alone for quality reporting will help professional journalism move forward. But he is concerned about declining advertising revenues.
That's what the media, a lot of media are struggling with right now, is to attract the advertising. Because now, if you are, let's say, a real estate agent or something, instead of, you would advertise in a local newspaper. Now, hey, you have your website.
The federal government has unveiled a $595 million plan to provide the media sector with a lifeline. The aid package includes a labor tax credit for eligible news organizations. But the head of Quebec's Federation of Journalists doesn't think Ottawa's money will make up for all the ads that have been lost.
This is a band-aid solution that could help some newspapers, some new media organizations to survive for a few more years. But the problem is not there. The problem is with advertising revenues, and the current business model in Canada prevents the press from being able to fully exploit online news, online advertising that could compensate for the loss of revenues in print media.
Giroux says the problem with digital advertising is that companies spend 80% of their money on two American platforms, Facebook and Google.
All that money going to the US is usually tax deductible for the Canadian buyer of advertising. They don't pay taxes, and it gives the US platforms an unfair advantage over the Canadian platforms, over the Canadian ad agencies that want to sell to Canadian, Quebec, and Montreal news media.
He says Ottawa needs to step in to change the current model.
The federal government should amend its tax laws to make sure that there are no advantage or benefits to advertising with American platforms. That would bring advertising dollars back to Quebec, back to Canada, and that in the long run would help to sustain the viability of local media.
Giordano Cescudi, City Life, Ville Marie.